Camera 8.
I got two Minaal Toolcases. The Minaal Toolcase Regular and the Minaal Toolcase XL. We're gonna show you everything you need to know about these tool cases and compare them to other tool cases slash tech pouches slash tech kits, whatever you wanna call them. All right, so let's talk about the overall gist of these Minaal toolkits. In essence, they are minimalist, yet customizable tech kits that offer a decent amount of organization and with a pretty unique shape when it comes to opening and closing the main compartment. So ultimately, it's great for digital nomads or just people who travel to and from work every single day. And speaking of work, if you hit the like button, I'm less likely to... Okay, let's kick off the review by talking about the outside of the Minaal tool cases. And Minaal made it real simple for me, not just with the outside, but the inside, because these are basically mirror reflections of each other, minus the size. The XL is bigger, the regular is smaller. And like all things Minaal, this tool case is super minimalist. And that is exemplified on the outside. There's not really a lot to talk about. The exterior material is 150D bean chaff. And I quote, "Coffee bean chaff is a waste product of the roasting process of coffee beans." Oh yeah, it's got that nice morning brew smell to it. No, for clarification, there's no coffee scent on these tool cases. The material almost reminds me of like a ballistic nylon that banged a ripstop nylon and like had this weird little coffee bean baby. It's a little scratchy to the touch, but it feels like it'll be quite durable. Next up, let's talk about the holding top handle. Some pros and there's some cons with this handle. Pro number one, I like the lightweight material. It doesn't need a lot of padding. This thing's not gonna be heavy, you know, keep it light, keep it simple. And pro number two, I love the space that you have in there. You see that? And that's for both of them, which means you have a lot of space to grab it, which means that this thing is super easy to carry around with you just as a standalone product. But on the con side, I gotta say, it just kind of feels really cheap. And it probably is. Don't get me wrong, it gets the job done. I think it'll last the test of time, but I don't think it necessarily matches the premium feel of other Minaal products. But from a functional perspective, I think they did a nice job with it. And the final thing on the outside is the branding. Minaal is known for their super subtle branding. You got the little logo right here. I'm Minaal. And that's it. So if you're a fan of very discreet, anonymous type branding as opposed to, you know, other bags which like brand across it, then Minaal will be right up your alley. Now let's talk about the inside of both the Minaal tool cases. To get inside the main compartment, we have a really interesting zipper opening system. Most tech pouches will either have like a clamshell style opening like our Nomadic Navigator tech case, right? Others will just have like the slit down the middle where you can pop it open like our Peak Design tech case here. Minaal does it differently though. They have like their own clamshell style opening, which you can see goes down and around like this for full access. Once you get it open, it's just great. Like it's full accessibility to all the gear inside the main compartment. But it's a little awkward to kind of open or close. Like you kind of gotta get used to it. It's not just like as seamless as, you know, the Peak Design where it's just like, it's like fast as lightning. The sort of shape, how it goes around like that, just makes it a little bit different of an opening experience. Yeah, it's okay, you'll get used to it. And one cool thing about the opening experience too is these zips are great. There's also a little bit of like scratchy texture right here, which helps with the grip even more, so that makes the opening experience a little less awkward. All right, we're inside. Both toolkits are exactly the same and have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pockets and or compartments. I'll use the large tool case just because it's a little bit bigger and easier to see. Pocket number 1, zip pocket on the top with mesh. What's interesting about this pocket is there's a divider right here. Okay, just like a basic like nylon. So you have the outside mesh compartment, and then if you want to have something that's a little bit more subtle, it's a little bit more secure, you don't want other people to see it, you can put it behind this little black wall right there, and yeah, it's a two-sided mesh compartment. Should be noted as well that this zipper right here is a YKK zip, but the two main compartment zippers are not YKK. Moving down, we got two basic mesh pockets. These have an elastic top, which means that they expand a little bit and they tight close. So this is good for maybe smaller bits of gear. This is where I would put my AirPods. All right, now let's move down to this section right here, which I think is quite cool. And the reason is because these dividers right here attach via Velcro, which means that you can organize this tool case however your tools dictate. Yeah, just as the Velcro, it's really simple. Almost as simple as hitting the like button. It should be noted, you will be a little limited with your customization options. It's really just gonna be like, I don't know, I would only recommend putting them this way. It just depends if you want it here or here or here or here, but customization is fun. And for some reason, this back wall divider can also like un-Velcro, but we're not sure what functional purpose this serves. We thought the whole thing comes off, it doesn't. If you have any idea why they included that, please let us know in the comments below. Okay, that's it. Now for the most fun part of this review, let's do the section. What can it fit? So as you can see, we started with the XL, loaded it out. Let's talk about it. We got a PS, what tab?
PS1?
PS1. I thought it was gonna be the 4. It's the 4? You got a PS4?
No, I don't.
But he has a controller. I have no questions. Logitech mouse, computer charger, some cables in the top, got a portable battery here and a portable hard drive here. Everything seems to fit all nicely packed here, but the question is, will it close? This one's gonna be tough. PS1 or 4 controller, whatever it is big and bulky, but even with that, a nice tight, albeit little bulky, but little warped, but it still kind of closes. It closes. Yeah, dude, I could just carry this around the city like this. Pretty cool. Okay, now let's see what the regular tool case can fit. And here we are. PS4 controller did not fit, unfortunately. So instead we went with the portable battery, the Bluetooth mouse, MacBook Pro charger, hard drive, cable. Will it fit? Good to go. And I gotta say, I quite like the customization because as I was loading this thing out, I was like, I didn't need the second divider. I just used the one divider, and that works better for me and my personal tools for my personal toolkit. But maybe you want the second divider for your personal tools and your personal toolkit. Minaal gives you the choice. Thanks for that, Minaal. So if you're totally digging these guys, you're like, dude, I need me a tool case for my tools, and you're gonna make a purchase, we do ask that you use the first link in the description, just right there. That link makes sure that you get the best price, and it also helps to support our YouTube channel. Thank you. But let's say you're not really feeling these guys. You're still watching this review and you're like, you know what? They were close, but just not quite sold on it yet. I wish that I had alternative recommendations for other tech kits that offer me different things. I got you. First up, it's the guy we talked about before. It's the Peak Design Tech Pouch. This thing is a monster organizer. It can fit a ton of gear. It's got origami style organization, so you have so many pockets. There's like 20 something pockets in this tech pouch. And you got these two little handles here, so you can open it and close it with one hand, zip it closed, kind of just a different experience. If you're interested in learning more about the Peak Design Tech Pouch, check the description for a link to our full review. Next up, the Nomadic Tech Organizer. Hard shell, kind of resembles a turtle, but the opening is a little bit more circular, a little bit more accessible, and it's a waterproof PU-coated zip. And the main compartment is loaded out with some pretty cool organization options. So if you're thinking to yourself, hard shell, hell yes, let's do it, brother. You can find a link to our full review on this tech organizer in the description below. The third alternative recommendation we'll give you is the side-by-side Power Packer. And yes, that is the actual name of this product. So cool. Really unique design, like the cylinder shape, cool carry handle, but really like this is for somebody who has a lot of cords. This is the guy that's got you organized. This thing revolutionized Tav's life. All these used to be in a drawer, and now they're beautifully organized in the Power Packer. Now granted, I don't know why Tav needs all this stuff. You've got a USB cord cable from like 1986. You've got one of these, thank God. Don't know what we do without that. Tav, what in God's name is this?
That's a Ethernet cable, bro.
Ethernet cable.
Testing routers.
Yeah, so if you're testing routers, you carry like one of these things, you're like a Tav, then you should check out our full review on the side-by-side Power Packer. It packs some power, and you can find the review in the description below. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching our Minaal Toolcase review. If you found this review useful, the best way to support our channel is just hit the like button, just a little clickety-clack. So simple, but very effective. And also let us know in the comments, like, is this the tool case slash tech pouch slash tech organizer thing for you? Do you own this? What do you think about it? Do you use the Velcro customization? Did the handle wear out after a while? I'm a little concerned about that. Your comments help the internet and this community as a whole become a more educated place so we can all find the tool case that is best for us. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.